defense will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Right on the money. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Run in the red zone. It's Haynes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Tate. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Peoples. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on that second down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Scanning the field, it's Sayed. Fires to the right. And the missed connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Floating away. He's going to take off. It's loose. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now adjusting. He throws one to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Underwood. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. Listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Makes the grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Tate. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's just the way to give a little start to the drive. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
Going over the top. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Turning it on. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Looking for the score. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
To the air, it's St. Clair. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
First down for the offense.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. it slips just inside that right upright. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them